Pleaded guilty today to charges of sexual assault. He admitted to assaulting two young men he met through social media in 2014. Boisclair is now facing a prison sentence. Stéphane, in both cases, the victims say they made it clear they did not want to have sex with him.
That's right, Mitsumi. The details of the case are quite horrifying. Boisclair, he was only 48 at the time. He met his first victim online and invited him over for a date. But when he arrived at Boisclair's apartment, two other men were already there, and things, he says, turned into a nightmare. The court heard that Boisclair began consuming drugs that were on full display. Boisclair became aggressive, and he held his victim by the torso and ordered his accomplices to sexually assault the young man, who had made it clear he didn't want to have sex. The young man went to police, and when it hit the news, a second man came forward with a very similar story of a date gone horribly wrong. Again, Boisclair met the young man through a dating app. They chatted, but when the victim tried to leave, Boisclair pinned him down on a bed and tried to force him to have sex. Boisclair recognized these facts, and the prosecution and the defense suggested a sentence of 2 years behind bars.
Sexual assault cases are always difficult, but it's my job. And I would have to say that actually the plaintiffs in this file have made my job easy for being always present and collaborative. Of course, extremely credible, and the prosecution would have been ready to go forward with a trial if not guilty plea would have been entered.
Now, Stéphane, the victims read emotional impact statements.
Yes, the two were in their early 20s when the events happened. They knew this was André Boisclair. They said they trusted him at the time. One even said he was a young, ambitious social activist interested in politics. But after the assault, he dropped everything, dropped out of university, quit his job, and sank into a deep depression and even considered suicide. The second one said he was barely starting to accept his own coming out at the time, and that the sexual assault traumatized him to the point it took him years to start dating again, and that to this day, he still lives in shame, unable to trust others. Boisclair will return to court on July 18 so the judge can announce if he agrees with the 2-year sentence or not.